Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck, man. Listen, man, black women, y'all listen to me. Listen, baby, you do not need long hair. You don't need your booty all out. You don't need your titties out. You don't need your makeup, eyelash. You don't need none of that to be beautiful. You understand me? But I also understand that there's a group of people that don't look like me and you that is controlling and painting that perception in the minds of the black community. Like I be trying to tell y'all, out of everything that they talk about when it comes to black people or just sometimes people in general, why the fuck you think they never promote the values of what a black woman has or a black man has? You really think they gonna let us use their platform to better us? That's the stupidest shit in the world when it comes to war. And I tell you all the time, we always at war. No, we're gonna paint y'all black women as hoes and bitches, and if they hang long, they ain't what's popping. If they makeup ain't on, they ain't what's popping. We must understand that we at war. These people will never lend us their radio stations, their record companies, their TV stations to paint a positive perception in the black community. If that don't make no sense to you, nigga, nothing will. This is why it's imperative that we get our own, so that we can control the narrative of our own women, or of our own men, of our own children. We at war, and these people make millions and billions off our ignorance, bro. This is what the whole thing I meant when I said we powerless. I never said we can't acquire the power. I just said we powerless. Us as black men, we don't have the power to change the perception of what another man is painting on our women, on our daughters, on our aunties, on our mothers. We don't have the power to do it. All these rappers that we done put millions of dollars in their pockets as fans, they don't even have the power to do it. They powerless. They still got to go to a record company. They still got to go to a label. Because the labels, they all in cahoots with the radio stations and all the publications and all that. They all in cahoots. And you're going to play their game. Because we powerless. Remember, Drake is a Jew. Drake mama's Jewish. You think he going to get on the song talking about Jewish women and how they this, they that, and woo? No. They're going to do it by black women. So it's time we start understanding what the real issue at. Because we always speaking about the effects of what these motherfuckers doing to us. But we're not speaking on them doing it primarily to us. You have to understand that everything has been over-sexualized. Women, if you're driving 18-wheelers and you're driving trucks and all that, stop wearing your tights with your ass out and your titties out. Everything's so over-sexualized. This is a dangerous job. When you working out, you ain't got to be bending over showing your ass and all. You should be working out. But I understand this ain't your fault, because this has been brought to us by motherfuckers that don't look like us. That is painting perception on the black community, on the black women. That if your ass ain't fat, you ain't wearing tights, your booty ain't poked out, you ain't worth popping. We have been so over materialized that people will put insurance on their phone before they will their own children. Simply because if you ain't got this, if you ain't got that, you ain't popping. But this has been brought to us by another group of people that don't look like us. This is war. Understand that. We must get our own radio stations so that we can put the music out there. We can get back to real music. Ever since the City Girls, bro, every female want to rap about how good their coochie is, Birkin bags, and how a nigga should pay them. Do you know what that does to us? Even once I rapped about shit like that, because I didn't know no better. But do you know what that does to us, to our children? When your child at home, your child be yes sir, no sir, but when they step outside them motherfucking doors and get out here in the world is raising your child. The world is telling your child, spin the block on them niggas. Pick up the pistol. You know what I'm saying? Smoke weed, go have sex, go do what you do. Because we don't have the power to stop it. You don't have enough influence to tell your child different. We don't have a strong enough foundation that when they step outside the house, they shouldn't do this or they shouldn't do that. No. See, the powers that be that don't look like us, that is placing this shit on the black community, our children, our mamas, our sisters, daddies, they have a bigger influence. They control all the media, the rappers, the entertainers, the athletes. Everything and everyone that these children want to be like, they control them. I'm trying to show you why the world's so fucked up. They control your religion. Dog, we the only ones that'll go to prison and come home like we just achieved some shit. Come home, get praised like you just achieved something. I understand you made it home, double salute that, you made it through. But we the only ones that think going to prison is an achievement, bro. That's a conditioning, nigga. We ain't that stupid or crazy, that's a conditioning. That's what make up your makeup. If that's all you know, that's all you know is when a nigga go to prison, he come home, or a nigga supposed to salute me. That's a condition, dog. You don't know no better, dog. That's scary, dog. That's scary. All I'm telling y'all is this, bro. I want people to understand the real underlying problem. We have a group of people that don't look like us that is controlling our perception of each other. And that's why we act the way we act. That's why we look at the shit we look at the way we look at it. Because we don't know no better. And they target us the hardest. Why? Because we have melanin. If you really knew as a black man or a black woman what you really have, trust me, you wouldn't have to act like this. There's no way they can penetrate that. But they'll never tell you. And this is why we need our own school. Same way the Panthers had their own news. They didn't let them tell them what was going on. No bitch can't come tell us what's going on. No, this is what it is. We ain't finna poison the minds of us with all this propaganda, lies, and all that. Need our own, man. Until then, the perception of a man, a woman, of what we should or shouldn't be doing and how we act, and it'll never change. It'll never change. These people ain't on your side. You at war. I keep telling you, bro, silent weapons for quiet wars. These are wars. You know how many millionaires we have as black people, we still powerless? That shit don't mean nothing. Cause soon as we do something, we got to get permission. We got to get this license and this. Why you think that? These are underlining, these are redlining you, red tape, stopping you from getting in the position that they're in to where you can change the narrative. But who the fuck gave them the authority to say they in control of us? This is why we want to talk to all these spiritual people. People go to church every Sunday. People who just so for God. If you so for God, then stop letting these people take God's land and divide it up against them. Stop letting these people treat God's, like they say, stop letting them treat God's children the way they doing it, in school. Put a stop to this shit. You know why it ain't gonna happen? Because the very people that's on the corner or in the churches that's preaching the word of God, they got to go to them same people for permission to do that. Now you can play dumb all you fucking want to. That's you. You ain't end up on this video for nothing. And what I'm telling you is common sense. So you think about it. Think about how wrapped up in this reality, how screwed up we are if we don't start coming together. Think about what's gonna happen to your children. You feel me? Think about it, bro. Think about it. This where the buck stops, nigga. This where the rubber meets the road. All that key, and everybody want to be, all we do is celebrating and hanging out, blah, blah, blah. Come on, bro. It's a way bigger agenda that's going on right in front of our faces. And if we want to stop it, bro, this is how we got to do it. So with that being said, like I tell y'all all the time, man, I love y'all, man. I do. You feel me? But hey, in order to be found, you must first be lost. And I get with y'all on the next video, man. Think about what I said and share this video because it's free, man. All right? Peace.